What's going on, fam? Welcome to a new video. I want to talk about kind of like a part two on why I think a wholesaling business is more valuable than fixing and flipping and buying rental properties, y'all. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So I had a couple people reach out to me as it pertains to why they think rental properties is more valuable and make more sense than starting and growing a wholesale business. And a lot of them brought up the whole point of equity. And this is the thing that I think that we all fail to realize. When you grow in the business, y'all, do you understand that a business has equity as well? The same way that you hold on to a rental property for a long time, that it start, of course, right? You start growing equity in that property. That's how you build wealth, and you can sell the property at any time you want. The same thing goes for a business, y'all. As you grow a business, you are growing equity in that business. The more cash flow that you generate in that business, the more valuable it becomes. And we only think about selling real estate and selling properties, y'all. We can sell a business as well. And you can sell a business at a lot more money and they grow a lot more faster than a damn rental property, y'all. Secondly, we talk about the taxes part, right? You get a lot of tax write-off with real estate and all that, which is great. But the same thing as a business owner, I get the write-off. All the employees I use, any virtual assistants, any closers I use, all my computer. It's the same thing as any type of business, y'all. You get a lot of tax write-offs as well. And then we got cash flow. Y'all, these days, a rental property make cash flow $300, $400, $500 a month net cash flow if you are super lucky with these interest rates and these high prices. But like I said, the same thing with owning a business, y'all. When I'm generating $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month, that's cash flow, y'all. That is cash flow. And I think, again, we keep forgetting we're running it like a business, not us hustling and bustling. Like if you YouTube how to close my first wholesale deal, you will see somebody burnt out because they doing all of the work. And actually, I want to share something with you guys right now. Something I typically only share with my inner circle students, but I want to show you how to structure your wholesaling business so that you don't burn yourself out. So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So this is what a well put together wholesaling business look like and should look like, after, of course, you grow it. So of course, right, let's start at the top. This is you. You are the owner. You started this company. You want to wholesale houses full time. This is you, y'all. And as you start to grow, as you start closing deals all by yourself, then you will be able to afford some helpers, right? Some people that's in your company to help you grow this thing. Because again, we're trying to grow this thing as a business, and why it make more sense to grow a business instead of buying a bunch of cheap ass rental properties or even doing fix and flips. So the lead manager is typically your first hire. What is a lead manager? So when you start growing your business, you're going to start getting more and more sellers that's coming into your business interested to sell. These are called leads. You need somebody who can help you manage all of these leads coming in because of all the marketing that you're doing, y'all. This is your right-hand man. This is your first hire starting out. And then you also want to have a closer. So they're the ones managing the sellers that's coming in your business. But then you have to also hire something called an acquisitions person or acquisitions manager. This is going to be your closer. This is going to be your dog, right? This is going to be the one getting those contracts signed, y'all, right here. And then you're going to end up hiring a dispositions manager. This is the person that sells your properties to the real estate investors, to the buyers, y'all. So these will be your first three hires. And then as you continue to grow, right, at this point, you're reaching $50,000 to $100,000 a month. You got to start, outsourcing and hiring more people. Cold callers, right? We all heard of cold callers. So we got an outbound cold caller. We got an inbound cold caller, y'all. An outbound cold caller, like we pull a list and they do all of the cold calls to the new list that we generate from various websites. And then we got inbound cold caller, or inbound person. So if you're running Facebook ads, if you are sending out postcards or letters or yellow letters, you want to make sure you got somebody who can pick up those calls and handle these kind of leads. These are inbound leads, y'all. And then you got the people who handle the texting, because texting is a strategy I also teach. So with all of these people in place, y'all, all you got to do is oversee everybody. In my opinion, this is the business over here. Like, this is the most important piece of the business, which is the lead part. Handling the sellers, texting the sellers, calling the sellers, making sure we getting those leads generating. This is also the closer. So After you start making more money, you want to make sure you have your top closer, but some junior closers as well. So I call them my junior acquisition manager and my acquisition specialist. So these are closers, but they not like him. Like he closed everything. He a dog, some Wolf of Wall Street type of person. But these people who good on the phone, they can close, but you know, if they ever need any help, they always come to the acquisitions manager. And then if the acquisitions manager need help, then you want to step in. Dispositions manager, below them is like a transaction coordinator, or the person who might go out and take pictures and coordinate like everything you need to sell a property. But this is really how a wholesale business should look. And you can build this to millions of dollars a year, y'all. In order to generate millions of dollars in real estate, of rental income, like you need 50 plus 100 doors, y'all. I'm not shitting on fixing and flipping and buying rental properties. They are all very important. But I just want y'all to see it from this point of view of actually building a real estate wholesaling business, y'all. And again, y'all been following me for a while. Y'all know what I do. If you ever interested to learn more about what I do and what I can offer for you in building you a real estate business, click the link below, book a call with my team, and let's get it, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next video.